All right. Peace to the family. TJ, what up, bro? Hit me up, bro. We gotta chop it up. Pardon me on the reach out today. Send me a link, TJ, and if you in the Patreon, pull up to the class tonight with the good brother Ross Ben. Yeah, I got some announcements to make about some upcoming events. The first event that I definitely have to bring people's attention is the class that we have tonight. You can't hear me? Can y'all hear me? Let me know. All right, cool. So yeah, we got a few things we're gonna talk about. I'm not gonna hold y'all for super long and whatnot. I might be bringing on Ross Ben because tonight I got a Patreon class with the good brother Ross Ben, and he's been doing monumental work and whatnot. And today's topic is gonna be dealing with finances. Yeah, you heard it. Finances, economics, taught by a good brother, a master teacher, an author, right? Ross Ben. He's going to bring to the class information about taking what nature provides, right? Something that nature provides, such as rocks of all ages, right? Nature provides these gemstones, right? And what nature provides, man is able to take that and mold that into jewelry, okay? You might look at that and be like, that ain't nothing, you know, it ain't a diamond and whatnot. But I'm here to let you know, I'm going to introduce y'all to people that not only make a living, because making a living is not enough. Making a living is not enough. Not only do they not just making a living, they're building, quote unquote, a business, right? They're building a business. And I can't say the word generational wealth because generational wealth is based off of the fact if you don't have no children, you don't got that much generational wealth. The key word is generational. You got to be able to leave something behind. That's the plan of generational wealth. Is really not about you. It's about making so much wealth that you could pass it on to your progeny who could alley-oop it to theirs. That's when you could say, I came to this planet and I figured things out before my time was called upon. You know, if you were to ask me, you know, I would think that that's the highest, loftiest goal when you come to this planet is to basically create new life and leave them something that they could stand on like a platform. People are sending me friend requests or speaking requests. I don't know if that's really what y'all wanted. Did y'all really send a request to speak? Because you might just be pressing the wrong button. You know, let me know. So, because I'm not opening up the line if I don't think that y'all really wanted to speak. You know what I mean? Sometimes people press that by mistake. You dig? So yeah, you know, there's a lot of good things going on. There's a lot of, I will be in New York, in in November on my birthday, the week of my birthday, I'll be in Brooklyn celebrating with the New York family. That's the best. That's my birthday present right there. I don't really want it. Nah, not RIP to the channel. Nah, it ain't RIP to the channel. It's RIP to YouTube. You understand? The channel is not YouTube. The channel is Red Pill and Blue Pill. You feel me? Know the Ledge Media, we just live somewhere else now. You feel me? We don't live on YouTube. That's not too bad, considering that in the next 2 years, YouTube is probably not going to even be the dominant platform. I'm already on Rumble. However, I don't even really think that that's a destination that I want to take because Rumble is a lot of Republicans, Trumpers, Ben Shapiro types. I don't feel like Rumble is a place that I would build my platform or rebuild my platform, because I have to rebuild. I have to build from the starting bricks. I got to build it back up. I'm looking at a streaming platform. I'm looking at my possibilities of building out a streaming platform that you could access through your smart TV and you can access through your phone, and it will have the archives and it will also have new content. Now, I got a backup channel on YouTube called Know the Ledger, right? If anybody wants access to the backup channel, let me see, give me 1 minute. You could just type something. I'm going to let you know what you have to type. If you want to be a part of the Patreon, you could just type KTL, and I think that that's going to go right to you, right? If you want to be a part of that, you just press that, and it'll go to your email or your inbox. You'll get an inbox, and it'll be like sign up to it. But if you want to rock with the live, if you want to go to the YouTube, because the YouTube channel, when I bring it back, I'm not spending all my time uploading content on that channel. I'm going to just keep it moving from where I start off. And I've been having conversations with my audience. If I had the opportunity to do like a poll with y'all, I would. But I don't think that I could do a poll with y'all and whatnot. If you put KTL in the chat, then you'll be able to get the link for the Patreon. I put the last 4 or 5 videos on Patreon. Like I said before, it doesn't make any sense to be on any of these platforms. I'm looking at Twitch though. Who out here plays video games and want to show me the whole Twitch game? Now, Patreon, I just connected it to Vimeo, and I just connected it to Discord. So that might be the move. The Patreon is going to be the Discord, and that's also going to feed the Vimeo, which is going to be the streaming platform, and I'm going to be able to have new stuff up there along with my archives and whatnot, and I'll be able to catalog and put my archives into a collection, like street interviews. That'll be one clip. Then it'll be Melanin Monday. That'll be another clip. Then Third Eye Thursday. Let me know in the audience, how do y'all feel about a live Melanin Mondays and Third Eye Thursdays, a studio broadcast, like a studio audience, and I will go live on my app, my website. I will go live on my website. People who are subscribed will get the notification, and it will be like a real podcast, because what I do, what I've done for 200 something episodes is monumental, is great and everything. But my spirit is telling me, you have the resources, you have the network, and you got the fucking, you got the what they call it, what do they call it, the fizz? You know what I mean? Like you kind of got the fizz right now. So you could build your own thing out. So I'm thinking about, yeah, I know Vimeo could get expensive. I know they could get, you got to pay $1 for every subscriber that you have. So if I got 10,000 of y'all, I will pay 10,000 a month. However, it's worth it. It's worth it. This is the trade-off though. And y'all gotta be, shout out to Chef Aki in the building. This is the trade-off that everybody has to be willing to trade off. In order to see businesses rise up in your community or your network, you have to play a supportive role, right? And to be honest with you, there's like 5 or 6 ways to support. You could support with your eyeballs. You could support with your investment. You could support with your business, because I'm reaching out to small businesses and whatnot. That's really the aim going into 2024. That's some of the good news that I wanted to share. It's not necessarily a huge pivot. It's mostly, it's a pivot that makes sense. And like I was saying earlier, if I were to return to YouTube, I would return to YouTube with the pivot. And the pivot is basically motivational videos and, you know, shit going on in technology, because that's the shit that I like. You feel me? Everything else is lectures, and it's behind a motherfucking paywall in a private Zoom, you know, where grown people belong. You know what I'm talking about? But other than that, I definitely want to assist my brothers and sisters that are out there having financial issues right now, because this motherfucking recession and this inflation is bodying niggas outside. That's a fact. I be at the gas station. Shit real. Niggas is like, yo, put 3 on 12. You know what I mean? I'm in Atlanta. So if it's bad in Atlanta, I can imagine quiet towns and small cities and whatnot. I know that shit is not what it used to be. What my people need more than anything is a little bit of solutions. Like I said, I got a lot of solutions, right? I've been about 3 trade shows in the last few months, and I got white people calling me every morning. I be thinking I'm in trouble and whatnot. I be having to answer the phone with the fake voice and whatnot. But I got white people hunting me down to do business with me. They just want to put money in my hands, y'all. I'm dead serious. And it's opportunity after opportunity, because first impressions is a motherfucker. And when I pull up when I was in Vegas at the Magic Show, and when I was at the Georgia World Congress Center, I made my impression. You know what I mean? I didn't have to be a buffoon or nothing. I didn't have to play myself. They just appreciated the cloth talk, because I knew what I was talking about. So I'm like a bridge right now. And I want to bring opportunity to my network, right? Because at the end of the day, the key to this whole thing is you just got to have your business credit together. All that other shit we could figure out. All you got to have is some credit, because that's all they don't care about cash. You know, these $1 billion, $1 million corporations, they don't care about no damn cash. You know? So we deep diving into opportunities now. I'm on my stream chaser shit. I want to help somebody get multiple income streams. We had fun all 3 quarters of 2023 talking about Lord knows everything. Aliens, Romans, Philistines, you know what I mean? Like we've covered a lot of ground, the quantum quickening, all of these things. I just feel that I've neglected my motivational get money talk. You feel me? That motivational get money talk. I think that the people need that closing out the 4th quarter, going into holiday season, going into 2024, because it's too much other shit to distract you. People need to just put their minds on the motherfucking win. You know what I mean? And I know it's not all about money and whatnot, because that's not what I'm going to make it about. It's really about just leveling up. You know, it's an all around thing. It's going to take putting your phone down. It's gonna take waking up early. It's gonna take working out, my niggas. It's gonna take breaking some fucking sweat and whatnot. It's gonna take not skipping leg day. It's gonna take a little bit of discipline. You feel me? So that's where I'm shifting to. I'm shifting in that gear on November 11th. You know, I'm getting up there. You know what I mean? So my conversation and what I stand on, that shit has to grow up as well. We gotta finish our breakfast. So on 11/11, I will be traveling to Brooklyn, New York, to Nicholas Bookstore. Right? Shout out to Nicholas Bookstore. I'm gonna be pulling up to Nicholas Bookstore and whatnot, and I'm gonna be doing a lecture entitled Conscious Economics, right? I did a lecture a few years ago entitled Conscious Industry, where I was showing my audience the fact that we have an industry, right? We have an industry that we might not realize, but we have an industry that we could basically do something with. Like, we really could do something with the shit that we have right now. So I was highly encouraging people to look at that, right? Here go the flyer. The future of conscious economics. How to utilize your knowledge, your gifts, your talents, and your skills to create multiple income streams. I mean, let them other people talk about the aliens. I'm kind of good on that right now. I let other people have that talk about shit that they can't prove and whatnot. I want to help people pay their bills. I want to help men pay their motherfucking, get their children some gifts for the holidays. I want to help people catch up on some bills and whatnot. That's the shit that makes me feel satisfied. That's what's going to make me feel complete. You know what I mean? So that is my journey. That's my aim. That's what I intend on doing. I'm just putting the people on notice. You feel me? I'm just putting the family on notice. I do look forward to seeing my New Yorkers in the building. It's been a while. It's been a moment. You know, I shouldn't have left you. You know, but I will be home. I will have merch. Don't worry about my phone. It's just mad bootleg. It'll snap out of it in a minute. I will have merch. Inshallah, I will have my new album, Red Summer 23. I'm gonna have some books. Inshallah, I'll be finished with my Facts 24 book by then. I'm gonna have artwork. I'm gonna have clothing. We're gonna have some shit. But we really gonna have that information that your ass need. You dig? We're gonna have that information. We're gonna bring people to the table. Cause fuck talking about it. You know, I wanna introduce y'all to people that's basically living off of conscious economics. Shout out to Lizzie Jeff in the building. So conscious economics is basically identifying the skill sets that we take for granted that many of us have, like healing, like our artistic capabilities, like sewing in patterns and shit like that, like health products, which is a $1 billion industry, health and wellness. Beauty is a $1 billion industry, and y'all are some beautiful people out there. Apparel is a $1 trillion, $1 billion industry, and everybody needs to drip once in a while. You know, there are so many opportunities. Let's not even talk about the AI and the fact that many, many opportunities have opened up just based off of automation. What do you mean, Red Pill? Oh, I see Ross Bed in the building. What I mean is YouTube channels, and you never know that it's me. You never would know that it's me. I'll just be running a faceless channel. You know what I mean? You'll never know that it's me. Shout out to the guard in the building.
Yes, I salute, respect.
Salute. Peace to the God. How
Yeah,
are you?
man. Thankful, thankful through it all.
Beautiful.
You know,
Do it all,
through
bro. That's the best
it
way.
all.
Do it all. Do it, motherfucking all. My
Uh,
phone's jumping for some reason, but you know, it does that occasionally. You know what I'm saying? It got a
true.
monitor. I was just reasoning with the family about the need to have this well needed conversation about content in the last strong, the last week and whatnot, week 4, we said we're gonna deal with the economics. You feel me?
Economic
So
alchemy.
economic alchemy. There you go.
Yeah,
Woo!
yeah, yeah.
Love it.
That's the focus tonight. Economic alchemy. How to
Mhm.
take $2, transform it into $222 and heal someone and leave them better in the alchemical economical transmutation. Uh,
I love it. I
yeah,
love
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. And my brethren, Ras Naeem of Infinite Treasures, he's the master economic alchemist, as he calls it, cop and flip.
Copper
You know,
flip.
the cop and flip. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
I love it.
it's a way of, even how this crystal thing has really exploded in our community. You
You see
know,
that?
at the
You
same
see how it took
time,
off?
yeah, at the same time that all of the fiat is becoming electronic, right?
Yes.
Our cur-
Yes.
our currency might be these stones and jewels and gems and you know, uh,
Crystal currency.
crystal currency. This might be the currency of the future, you
I
know.
wouldn't
And
even say it might
I
be.
remember uh, I was attempting to build with y'all and Sophia Stewart because I had seen a interview of hers. I don't think it was with y'all, but
Yes.
she was her vision of the future was that how it was going to go down. That crystals were going to become the new currency, and yeah, it's going to be the economic alchemists, those
Right.
who know how to put the proper value, what I'm saying, value added
Yes.
to
Yes.
the
Yes.
to the jewels and gems, that are going to be they'll be the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds of that era. They'll be the ones uh, where the currency circulates around them. You
Mm.
know, so
Right.
because it's definitely going to have to be alternate currencies available. One that is tangible, as intangible as paper money is now.
I agree.
Uh, not everyone is going to have the chip implanted in their head or hand, and they're going to need some way of exchange, some currency, and it only makes sense with the added value of the healing, the 5G
Definitely.
protection, the beauty, all of that the crystals have. It's
Right.
if you're on if you on the ledge, you on the edge of the future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is how you have to be thinking.
I would say that the protection, like you're saying, the fact that the crystals protect you from this super duper radioactive environment that we're in as a result of the Bluetooth and the Wi-Fi signals and shit. And all of our phones, all of the EV electronic vehicle devices, wearables, the headsets that they're coming out with, the VR
Right,
headsets,
right,
you know,
right.
they all have a component of the materials or the ingredients that you'll be speaking about tonight with the economic alchemy, and that would be quartz and copper, you know.
Yes. Yes.
Um, I
And
also saw,
silica.
and silica,
Yeah, yeah,
and then I also
yeah.
saw a report where Vladimir Putin and this whole thing with the BRICS and this new move to dump the petrodollar, they were having a lot of big boy talk about the gold standard, but then he also threw a monkey wrench in there, and he was talking about crystals and minerals and whatnot being stored value to basically, base this currency after. So
Huh.
yeah.
Well, that was the foundation of our reasoning at that cryptocurrency
Hmm.
event we did last year out in Tucson, Arizona, because
Right.
you know that's that's the one shot where men like me and you can talk directly with mine owners, and you know one's moving big weight of whatever rare earth elements they can access from their nation, getting it on to
Man,
the market, and it's like ain't no middleman, so
I wish everybody that's watching this was able to see what we saw in Arizona, bro. Like people don't even, they can't even fathom the size of that event.
uh, uh,
The level of abundance. Like I literally, it's hard to
it
explain.
is,
Let's just say football fields of product.
but that don't even give it justice,
It don't. It don't. When you think about it, because in some countries, the whole mountain, we have. Remember, y'all, mountains, not just mounds, but mountains are where these riches are contained.
Right.
Like there's a mountain in Peru when I was doing my research on, the Moors in antiquity. There was a mountain in Peru that Pizarro and them discovered, or they didn't discover it, they killed to get it and whatnot. But this one mountain, the silver deposits in this one mountain helped to basically change the total economic foundation of Europe forever.
Wow.
Yeah, forever. Just one mountain.
Yes.
So yeah, man. When I see these tables full of rocks and stones, and they had stones my height, they had a quartz tub that was $180,000, and it was so majestic. When I was standing next to it, I was like, I agree. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't an out of range price
Right. For the value.
for the value, the
Yeah,
value
because
proposition.
ultimately, like if you want to say the alchemical part, what are these stones helping us
Hmm.
do? Hold our frequency, hold our natural frequency. If all
Man,
them gadgets, all them 5G gadgets get you on an unnatural frequency,
right.
because health, we could say, if you're healthy, you're resonating at your natural frequency. So then
Yes.
it will follow. If you on an unnatural frequency, yeah, you're not going to be well. You're not going to be your best self. So
Right. Real
that's what
quick.
the crystals is helping us do.
Real quick though, what would be some of the crystals to help anybody out there whose environment has become digitally toxic, right? Where
Right.
the blue light is like affecting you, and you could feel it. You know what I
Right.
mean? Versus if you put somebody in a room with mad plants and geodes and crystals and and tetrahedron domes and whatnot, they wouldn't be feeling the same way. A little bit of aromatherapy and whatnot. All right, shout out to industry. ATL in the building. My good brother, Brilliant, he has a studio in Atlanta, and the aromatherapy, the ambiance, everything. Remember, because environment is very important.
Yeah.
Environment sets the tone. So when you go in there, you smell the nag champa. It's mad clean. There's crystals everywhere. So it's like you lock right in. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. Right.
Versus, yeah, versus when I went to a spot the other day, and it was just pure computers and technology, but nothing to offset it. And just walking in the building, I felt the radiation wrap around me.
Uh, well, well, I say the one sure shot where you can't go wrong. You say if I'm gonna have one crystal, what it's gonna be? Double
Sugar Ray?
terminated quartz. Double terminated quartz.
Okay,
A
it's
quartz that
double
has
terminated.
termination on both sides. You know, that's the sure
Mhm.
shot. Hey, Infinite Treasure, Ras Naeem might be ready to jump in too. You see an invite from him or a request to
Hold on,
join?
hold on. I gotta turn my phone around and give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't see his request.
All right.
But now I see
Mm.
the Ross. And now him not pull up yet. He didn't pull
All
up.
right. No worries. But he
So
is
what
going
would
to
you say
join
about
us.
him
He's
is
going to
like,
join us tonight too.
hmm?
He's going to join us for the class tonight.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna pull up. I just saw Ras Naeem at an event with his Empress. Once again, get into the bag. Representing for the crystal currency go getters out there, running it up. For anybody that's listening to us speak right now, I'm not sure if y'all familiar with the good brother Ross Ben, master teacher. He put out a book called Rocks of Ages and whatnot. And this book is like a definitive Bible for anybody, because I know when it comes to a lot of new people, they know it all. I spent 1 hour on YouTube. I know everything. I get it. But you would fare better sitting at the feet of the masters. The good brother has a lot of game that he's going to share with you tonight about how you could change, your trajectory and do something that you actually could love. You know what I mean? So it would never be work. It would never be a grind. It would never
Uh,
be something that wears you down. It would
uh.
never be you feeling guilty about you making somebody else's dreams become a reality, because now you working with the elements and whatnot. You're also teaching people. You're healing at the same time, and you are basically inside of a marketplace. And either that or you're creating one.
Yes, I.
So take advantage of these opportunities. I know that the economy is kind of loopy these days and whatnot. Ever more so reason to get on a new grind. I'm a big proponent of every man should have at least 5 income streams.
Uh,
At least 5.
uh.
I strive to lock in at least 100 before I tap out. I'm challenging myself to do that. But every man should at least have 5 under his belt. Women too. You know,
But this is
but that might
definitely
sound.
one because, and even this is what I'm sure Ras Naeem is going to build on, because this man can take uh, pennies worth of copper wire, right?
Yes.
And a stone that might be $1. And with the proper intention, create an amulet, a talisman that will, heal and transform someone's life. And then
Hmm.
at the same time, he done transform that $1 or $2 worth of material into,
Right.
economic transmutation. He done,
Into some
and so
value.
value added.
Right. Value
Yeah,
added. That
yeah,
is
yeah.
very
So
important.
that's what the economic alchemy, and then right with the whole 5G reality we're in. I can't say we're moving into it, but it's only going to get more intense. You
Right.
know, I heard something about a 10G, like they was going to skip all the other 6, 7, 8, 9. The next thing was going, next rollout was going to be 10G or something. You know,
And oh, they really
but
going hard.
it's going to make these are PPEs, personal protection uh, equipment. You
Yes.
know, that's what we're going to get into. Like, this is how we have
Yes.
to look at these things. They talked about the PPE during the pandemic and all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But these are the real PPEs, you know,
Right. Somebody
personal
in
protection
chat.
equipment.
Right. 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 And I can't stress enough, family, how important, protective equipment is moving forward. I'm sure that I don't have to get on my preacher soapbox, but people who had pre-existing conditions a few years ago, they were in more of a bind than people who are using what is known as preventative measures.
Mm,
And what preventative measures is that, yeah, I'm not sick, but I'm going to do everything in my power to not get sick
right,
because you do
right.
not want to be there. Some of us forget how miserable of a place that is. So
Mm,
before we even have a pre-consistent condition to basically make us, open for any type of attack, you want to make sure that you have measures that you're exercising. So that measure that the good brother is talking about, of course, is we got to protect ourselves. We can't wait for the fucking panic. We can't wait for the next shit to pop off. We got to make sure that we're being assertive and proactive in making sure that nobody could basically infiltrate, you
mm.
know? So right now, regardless of whatever's coming or what might have, what we know is that the computer right now, the cell phone that many of us have in front of our faces every day, and our PC computers and shit like that, and these tablets, all of these are known to cause problems through the blue light, through the Bluetooth,
Right.
um, just through this toxic cloud that's being created. A lot of people, if they look at pictures from 10 years ago, you probably could see the difference. These devices, right, have, what's the word? They've compromised us. They've compromised our fields and whatnot. So it's
Yeah.
time to build up your auric field. It's but so much you could keep allowing this blue light and these fields to penetrate and don't think nothing is gonna come through. You
Right.
know,
You need to have something with a natural frequency.
you
Again.
need to have, and then fuck around and you've been on the goddamn news, you've been on the timeline for the past 2 weeks and got nothing but
Um,
pure genocide with
right.
nothing to
It's
protect
definitely
you.
gonna
You
jam up your
get
frequency.
you got yeah. So the machine, they turned up the propaganda machine. They turned up what you know as social media,
Right.
whatever that frequency was. They turned it up a notch
Yeah. It's the
because those
fear
people,
frequency.
right? Because those people who you see what fear does to them, we talking about fragility on a whole nother level. Everybody got to sit in class and look at fragility and how dangerous weak people are in power.
Mm.
And we got to see what the Wizard of the Oz really is up to. Because them people is the niggas behind the curtain. If there was ever,
Mm.
I
Mm.
mean, this is the land of Rothschild. Let's just stop. Let's call it what it is. They're going to war with the Rothschilds. You're seeing this is the Roth. They're not on. You ain't gonna see the Rothschilds having a press conference, but that's the Rothschilds' land.
Mm.
Okay, with a bunch of people in the front as buffers and whatnot. but you got to see who the controllers of a lot of world, quote unquote, I would say world power, because they control media, they control Hollywood, they control music. They have one of their own right now on a press run talking about how he basically made billions of dollars off of, our people's backs.
Mm,
That's Liar Cohen,
mm.
you know, a
Well,
man who
yo,
said that
Star,
Mhm. Go ahead.
I'm being mindful of my time.
I am
I know
too.
we got class at eight
Yeah, we got
o'clock.
an 8 o'clock appointment. We do. We
Yeah.
do. And so I think we had a great conversation. You know what I mean? The family is fully aware of what we're doing later on.
All
It
right.
will be on Patreon only, y'all, behind the paywall. So you'll
All
have to
right.
sign up to the what they call a Rainbow Opal membership in order to be a part of these classes with the good brother. He does have 4 weeks total of master classes after tonight, and you also have access to I would say about 8 weeks. Good brother, uh, Chicago Crypto Block Bully, Ra Aku. We got a bunch of people up there, so you'll be able to get your money's worth when you sign up. You'll have access to the whole catalog. But I definitely want to thank you, Rosman. I look forward to that cloth that you about to drop tonight. I'm gonna go and get me some pieces of copper so I can put them next to me so I
Uh,
can start rapping when you talk
uh,
about it.
uh, uh,
I got
uh.
my
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got my
yeah.
I got all my stones
All
right
right.
here,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
little
yeah.
chest.
That's the last thing I gotta do is get some of my crafting
Crafting
uh
too,
pieces, yeah, in place.
for sure,
It's always an
for sure.
honor, Star, steady on your good works.
You
And
already
yeah, yeah, yeah. IG community, respect, salute, big up.
big up.
And hey, join us tonight. You won't lament.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right.
Indeed. All right.
Respect.
Respect. Peace and love. You dig? Yeah, y'all. So you heard it from the master teacher himself. You know what I'm talking about? He about to go get focused so we could do this class. 11/11 in Brooklyn. I will be there. I will be back in Brooklyn to shake this bitch up. I might even do something special out there with the music and whatnot. It just depends. I'll keep y'all updated. But we just working, man. Shout out to Blue Pill doing his thing. Shout out to KT, the arts degree. He just had a pop up yesterday. Yeah, yeah. And I also want to know for the month of November, all of my ATLians, if I were to do live Melanin Mondays and if I were to do live Third Eye Thursdays, it will be free entry. You will have access to food. I will have catered food. I have merch there. You'll also be able to drink non-alcoholic and alcoholic. We ain't gonna be serving no douce, but we'll be serving like wine and whatnot. How do y'all feel about that? Are y'all up for that? Because winter is coming, and I know people from Atlanta, y'all don't like the winter and whatnot. But I'm trying to give the city something to do on Monday and Thursday. We could come out every week and have a party. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about party and bullshit. I'm talking about we could learn something, we could earn something, and we could burn something. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. It's gonna be a little expensive, but it'll be worth it. I'm thinking about taking Melanin Mondays and Third Eye Thursdays and making it a live show, live studio audience. Y'all get to witness the magic in real life. Similar to what I did in 2020 with Melanin Monday, but this one will be a little more intimate. It's not going to be a super big spot. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be too big where it's like people ain't paying attention. It'll be more intimate, more of a podcast. So y'all let me know how y'all feel. You know, hit me on the inbox, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm just throwing ideas out there. You know, shoot them back. You know, shoot them back. Don't be shy. So with that being said, I got to get out of here. I got to get ready for the Zoom. Love and light to the family. Third Eye Thursdays, tomorrow, mañana, we will be on Patreon. Like I said, just give it a while. Everything will work itself out. You know what I'm talking about? Give it a while. Everything will work itself out. But for now, right now, we are on Patreon, and Patreon is going to be connected to the Discord, which is going to be connected to the Vimeo, and that's how we're going to build our community up. Because to keep it a buck with you, if I'm not building community, then what am I doing? Like, I don't want to just keep talking to everybody, but not knowing who is who and who does what and all of that. That's not effective in what I'm doing. Everybody got their own purpose and whatnot. I'm building, and I'm making moves. Like I need a little more of a community, members. You dig? So I ain't gonna talk y'all to death. Love and light to the family. Y'all stay dangerous. Y'all stay up. Love and light.